Here from Nature's Powerhouse. Today I'm going to be dehydrating romaine lettuce. Romaine lettuce is one of the, or if not the most nutritious of all the lettuces. It contains the most good nutrition in it, so it's a very good one to dehydrate. And if you're somebody who lives alone, you end up throwing away so much lettuce because you can't get through the whole thing yourself. My bottle is popping, apple cider vinegar. You can't get through the whole thing yourself. So to be able to dry it and then turn it into a powder is a wonderful way of not wasting and of adding a lot of good nutrition to your diet. Another little tip is the bit you cut off the bottom, pop that, as I have done with these spring onions, into a little bit of water, and they will start to grow. As you can see, my spring onions are growing already, and that will start to grow leaves. And you can pot that up and then just take a leaf or two off at a time once it's grown up, and it'll just keep producing leaves for you, so you can have a constant supply of fresh lettuce. So I have soaked some leaves here. It's very, very easy to dry. You can cut these central ribs out if you want to. Not necessary, but you can do. Same way that you do the Swiss chard. Only with this one it's not as tough as the Swiss chard, so it's easy to do with a knife as opposed to scissors. And then just into sort of fairly small pieces like that. You don't have to be too fussy. Now this is a lightweight vegetable, so it will dry quickly and it will reduce considerably in weight. I dry these as well, add them to the powder. It's all good stuff, and so on. And there you have your bits of lettuce ready to go onto your baking sheet. If you don't have these, the non-stick sheets, you can just use greaseproof paper as well. It works just as well. So lay it out like so, and it's ready for the dehydrator. There we go. It's ready to pop into the dehydrator, and once that's dried I'll come back and show you what that looks like and how to store it. So here we have the dehydrated romaine lettuce. Takes between 6 to 8 hours at 135. I usually dry at 125 because the lower the temperature, although it takes longer, it does reduce the amount of discoloration, and I think also reduces the amount of loss of vitamin C, because vitamin C is lost very often because of heat. Now, I've dried the ribs as well. Some of them have not dried completely, so what I usually do with these is I pop them back on a sheet, and because I dehydrate quite a lot, the next time I dehydrate it will be popped in with whatever else I'm doing, because it's very easy to identify those. So this is your dried romaine lettuce. This is a complete romaine lettuce, the whole thing. Some people say it's not worth dehydrating lettuce, but I totally disagree, because more and more these days scientists are finding that it's the minute trace elements in foods that are beneficial for the human condition, and lettuces tend to have quite a lot of that. So when they're properly dried, they should break up once again. They should have the texture of paper, and they should break up quite easily into flakes. I will be doing some lettuce powder at a later stage, but these are just the flakes. And the way in which you can use these, you can't rehydrate lettuce to get it back to looking like what it did. But when it's in flakes like this, there's no reason why you can't put it on a cheese sandwich or a bacon sandwich or a chicken sandwich. Just sprinkle the flakes on top and away you go. So, and then of course you can make the powder, which you can add to greens powder or any energy drink that you make. You can just add some of the lettuce powder. So that's what it looks like, ready to go into its bottle and then into storage. So pop it in. I label and date everything so that I know when I dehydrated it and what it is, because sometimes you look at it and you think, oh, what was that? So that saves my memory from having to try and figure out what it is I've got in my bottle. Most things it's really obvious, but with some things, especially if they discolour slightly, you think, what on earth was that? So that's it, your romaine lettuce, dehydrated, easy peasy, and ready to add to your food.